Now, as we get closer to week 11 of the high school football season, we have ourselves a GIAA rivalry showdown with a region title up for grabs in our game of the week as the FPD Vikings host the Tattnall Square Trojans. That takes me to George S. Johnson Memorial Stadium, where the 8-1 Vikings are red hot coming into the final game of the regular season. Second-year head coach Brett Collier has the FPD squad in prime position for a repeat championship run. Now, after the St. Anne Pacelli loss in Week 3, the Vikings have won 6 in a row, including 3 straight region victories. And they aren't just winning their games, they are dominating. After scoring 165 more points than their opponents this season, the Vikings are averaging 30 points a game, while the defense is only allowing 11, just 11 points a game. After a big comeback win over Westfield a month ago, FPD has taken off in region play, scoring 122 points in those 3 matchups combined, holding their opponents to just 38. Now, this Vikings team faces their toughest test of the season so far against a 7-1 TSA team who hasn't lost since Week 1. But Coach Collier has some history on his side. The FPD head coach is 2-0 after 2 wins last year, both in the regular season and the playoffs over the Trojans. However, the Vikings are down in the all-time series 22-34, having lost 13 straight matchups at one point. But the Vikings look to make their own history by taking on the Trojans Friday night for the Region 6 Class 4A championship. Now, with more on the line than ever, Coach Collier knows his team is prepared to work hard to get a victory on senior night as he takes on his good buddy in a rivalry matchup for the ages in our Week 11 Game of the Week.
Yeah, just that process of growth that you see. As a coach, you want that personally in the kids, but you also want it as a team on the field, of course. And so we've seen that, and that's a lot of fun to see. It's a lot of fun to have kids at the beginning of the year where you really don't know what they're going to be able to do, and then as the year progresses, they just get better and better. So as a coach, that's rewarding.
Just us as a unit, we have very good team chemistry, and it took a little bit of time, but we're all clicking, and we just got a spark. Against the Westfield game, that was like our spark, and everything's coming together since then. They're very athletic, they can make plays, but just keep the ball in front, and I believe we got a good team and run through their face.
I think the loss against Pacelli really humbled us and showed us that we're beatable, and I think it's just been a light fire since then. I want us to have no turnovers. We're going to play physical on the ball, run the ball down their throat, and we'll just play physical, tough FPD football.
It's good to have that camaraderie in the coaching community. Coach Abernathy and I, we are friends. I told the kids today, I think he's in it for the right reasons. I think that's why we all get along so well. I think he loves his kids and wants to do right by them. So we've met our minimum of, I think, 3 conversations this week. But really, it's not about me and him. It's about the kids on the field, and his kids will play hard and our kids will play hard. Tattnall is super athletic. I would say probably the most talented team that we've played. They've got a bunch of guys that can take the ball and go score. Now, obviously, they've got the running back, number 3, Anton Johnson. He's an incredible player. He has been for years. So just keeping him bottled up and doing our best versus those guys. And I've said this in weeks past, I don't know if you stop those guys, but you slow them down, hopefully, and give your defense a chance to win. Then offensively, no turnovers, run the ball well, throw it when we want to, play FPD football.